Okay, class, because Mr. Taylor is on break, I will be your substitute teacher.
Hey. Aren't you too young to be a teacher?
Also, what is your name?
That's none of your business. Anyways, you there, what is your name?
I'm Hector Burns.
Shut up. That's the stupidest name that I have ever heard. From now on, you will be called Jerk until you die. Anyways, Jerk, there are 18 pencils split evenly into 0 dice. How many pencils are there in each die?
First of all, you don't ever call me jerk. Second of all, how am I supposed to solve this problem? When you try to divide by 0, you're asking how many groups of 0 contain 18 pencils. But this creates a problem. There is no way to make groups if you have 0 groups to start with. You can't distribute something into nothing. In summary, dividing 18 pencils into 0 groups doesn't lead to a meaningful answer. It's an operation we cannot perform in mathematics. If you're ever in a situation involving division by 0, you should remember that the answer is simply left as undefined.
That does it. Go to detention for 16 hours.
Screw you.
Will you please stop it? Now you just made my brother Hector run out of the classroom in fear.
I don't care. Anyways, what is the square root of negative 16?
Are you kidding me? The answer is undefined. Why? Because the square root of a negative number doesn't even exist in this country.
That does it. Go to detention for 17 hours.
That's not fair.
What is the meaning of this? You just sent my brothers Hector and Albert to detention. Who do you think you are? When something is divided by 0, it's undefined. In other words, there is no answer.
How dare you say that to me? Anyways, what is 0 raised to the power of negative 17?
Are you kidding me? 0 raised to the power of any negative number is undefined. In other words, the problem can't be solved.
That does it. Go to detention for 18 hours.
I'll get you someday.
Hey! What kind of person do you think you are? Why would you send Hector, Albert and Nancy Burns to detention for no reason?
Look for eyes. It's my job and I can do whatever I want.
Excuse me? You don't ever call me Four Eyes. Also, when you raise 0 to any negative power, the answer is always undefined, because it's the same thing when you divide by 0.
メルビンは正しい。0を負の数で類乗した答えは常に未定義です。それは0で割ることに相当します。
Jeff Sutphen, you are going straight to detention for 19 hours because you did not speak English. No questions asked.
Excuse me? You don't ever talk to Jeff Sutphen like that. He is American, but Justin programmed him to speak Japanese, as he was inspired by many Japanese anime shows. Whenever Jeff speaks Japanese, the translations are in the video description so that way, the viewers could know what he is saying.
Dani has a point. Also, you might have seen Tyler, Bobby and Courtney speak Japanese before.
I agree with Brian and Dani.
That's enough. The whole class has detention for 20 hours.
There she is, Mr. Taylor. There was the person who has been posing as a teacher and made me divide by 0. My brother Albert calculate the square root of a negative number. My sister Nancy solve 0 raised to the power of a negative number and even tried to give Jeff Sutphen a 19-hour detention just for speaking Japanese.
Principal Rainbow Dash, what is your problem? I can't believe you stole my job and sent students to my office for no reason. Also, when something is divided by 0, it's always undefined. The same thing goes for the square root of a negative number. Also, what is the result of 0 raised to the power of a negative number? You know the answer is always undefined because it's the same as dividing by 0. In addition, you tried to send Jeff Sutphen to detention for 19 hours just for speaking Japanese when Justin actually programmed him to speak Japanese. That's it. Get out of this school right now. You are banned from being a principal.
Principal Rainbow Dash, Luan, and I can't believe you stole Mr. Taylor's job and sent students to detention for no reason. You already know that anything divided by 0 is undefined because you can't split something into nothing. The square root of a negative number is undefined because it doesn't even exist, and 0 raised to the power of any negative number is undefined because that's the same as dividing by 0.
And you know what?
You are grounded for 3 months. This means you will not get your job back as principal. Go to your room right now.
What?